I am from the States, San Francisco, born and raised. Today I will be making bhindi. Bhindi or okra you could get from any store or market or free market. This is already washed. We brought it home earlier today, so we washed and dried. So all I'm going to have to do is cut it. You take the tip and the tip, and then you just simply cut. Then you have your product, and you just cut about half an inch all the way through. You could give your own estimate because you're always not going to have like enough, but make sure it's around the same. Well, my bhindi is cut now, so we're ready to take our next step. My onion is peeled and washed. I wash it so the juice won't really hurt my eyes. My garlic is peeled and ready to be cut. My chili is washed and ready to be cut. Let's start with the chili since it's the last thing I picked up. For chili, I'm going to recommend, if it's really spicy, 1, because it depends on how much you like it. So I just usually put 1 or 2 if it's not like too spicy. I just slice it in half, slice it again, and just make it in 4. So you'll have 8 slices. With garlic, you could crush it or you can chop it like I do. I prefer chopping it because I like how it caramelizes with the bhindi really well, or okra. Now these measurements are my measurements. They're not off a book or somebody's specials. They're like my nani's that I follow. You could put your own ingredients however much you want it. You could season it more, season it less. You don't have to follow 4 garlics for this, but this is like everyday average people, like just good enough for like a guest or
very Fiji style.
Very Fiji style. I like my onions small, so I usually slice them. Well, now my bhindi's cut, my pyaj, lehsun, chili, onions, garlic, chili is cut. Let's go see how this turns out. Now we're on to the main part. You could use any type of skillet, pot, pan, anything really, anything goes. First thing you do, obviously, turn on the gas. I let that sit for about a second or 2, just a little bit, enough to cover the bottom. Now let the oil heat up. Shouldn't take that long. So I start off with a little bit of cheetah. Now my jeera is kind of done. It's getting that brown look. I'm going to put my onions. My garlic. And I'll hold off on the chili. Now you're going to let your onions get to like a brown color. It should be like, I don't know, I like mine kind of burnt. Alright, so now that my onion has got like a little softy, nice, good texture, I'm going to put my chili in. I'm going to just mix this in, and then I am going to put my okra in. Now I'm going to put my okra in and cook that. So you mix this really well, just because you don't want onions one side and it being all not cooked well. Cooking times from anywhere from half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on okra and how much you're making, and how crispy or how gooey you want it, depending. Alright, so now that my okra is all mixed well, I'm going to cover it with its lid and let it sit /simmer for on medium heat. I'm going to say for 15 minutes and then I'll come back and see how it is. Okay, so now we're going to check on my bhindi. Nice, I love the color. Steam. That's it. I haven't put salt, if you haven't realized. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt. So I'm going to add salt. We don't really like a lot of salt in my food. At least I don't. So I usually put about a tablespoon, or teaspoon actually, I don't know why I'm saying tablespoon, of either sea salt or table salt, whatever you have. Just lightly sprinkle all over and just mix it. I put my salt in the bhindi a little later because it keeps my bhindi a little fresh and more crispy. So, just a little tip if you want like a little crispier bhindi. Okay, so I'm going to leave my bhindi here for another, I'm going to say 15 minutes, and then I'll reduce the heat to really low and let it simmer. Okay, so we let the okra bhindi simmer for about 15 minutes, give or take. I like mine like this, so mine's ready. I'm gonna give it a nice mix. Off my stove, and I'm done. It's really easy for like college students like I am. Old people, really quick and easy. And for those veggies, because I understand Mondays and Fridays and Tuesdays are veggie days for some people. Some people are all veg. So, really short and simple and sweet.